Okay, so we're at Amsterdam Houses right now. This sign is kind of screwed up. You can't really. Here we go. Amsterdam Houses, and I'm still out here today with Reggie, Snake 131. We just came from the gallery. We saw a lot of great stuff. Reg, you saw your photo from the Joffrey Ballet. You saw a lot of old tags that you had in the Matta Clark book and on display. And we stopped for a minute at Amsterdam Houses because we were talking about Barbara,
Eva
62, Eva 62, and Michelle 62. And I'm going to take it one step further. There was another chick who lived on this block from these houses, Carmen 64. See, so when I was young, I used to think Charmin 65 rolled with these girls.
Right.
But Charmin was 165 and dropped the 1. Shout out to Charmin 65. But once again, these 4 girls coming out of Amsterdam Houses, we're talking about Barbara 62, Eva 62, Michelle 62, and Carmen 64. So did those girls get busy, Reg? Were they putting work in?
They put the work in.
And they jumped on the tracks? They put tags up on the tile?
They got their nails dirty, yeah.
Right.
They got it dirty, they got it.
And they went all city.
Yes.
You could have seen them. Yes. I seen tags of them in Euclid, down in Brooklyn, up in the Bronx. Yeah. These girls were putting work in.
They put the work in.
So their legacy is that strong that's why Reg and I come out the car for a minute to let you all know. So once again, Amsterdam Houses, I know some of them have passed away. I don't want to say the wrong name, so I'm not going to. One of them has passed away. I'm trying to get in touch with one of them now through Joe 182, but we're here with Reggie to just confirm that they were putting work in.
Yes,
all city, girls were all city.
2 girls, yeah.
Thank you so much, Reg. And they were friends with Joe 182,
yeah,
who we were also talking about, who put work in.
They put work in.
And BABYFACE 86, another one with the crown. And you know, signatures and street numbers, whether it's K or whether it's BABYFACE, maybe BABYFACE had the crown first. You know what I mean? There's some debate out there, but regardless, we're gonna celebrate the legacy of Barbara, Eva, Michelle, 62, and that's why we stopped for a moment.
Carmen 64.
Yes, and Carmen 64. And I got a tag of Carmen 64. I'm gonna break it out and show folks. She's not talked about at all, but she's from these houses as well, 64th Street. So thank you, Reg, for stopping with me one more time. We taking a tour of the city today,
yeah,
Reg, right?
It's all good, baby.
We talking about it. All right, thank you, Reg.
Subject is graffiti.
Yes.
Phase 2.
Why the 2?
2 for forever, man. Ongoing. You know? Which means like 1 is a beginning and 2 is another step, so. But you know, and Athanasian 2 means forever, so, you know, it's spelled another way. It seemed like we were like the only 2 guys that were really writing, and then a lot of guys, like when we were going to school, everybody you hung out with started picking up on it and started writing. I don't mean like, this is just in the Bronx, okay? Because in Manhattan, people were writing even before we were. You know, there's no question about that. You know, as far as I understand, the majority of writers were in Manhattan at that time, basically on Broadway and stuff like that. So that's where the roots of it came from, and then to a degree, guys from the Bronx picked it up. You know, you're talking back in like '69 or something like that. You know, and. Technically, they don't get the credit for that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you had writers, we used to go over to Broadway and you'd be like like shocked, man, because the trains were like demolished, and then you go back to the Bronx and the trains were basically clean, you know. But like 69, 70, I wasn't writing at the time. So there were guys writing before us, Joe in 82 and Coco 144 and guys like that, who basically started that train orientated like writing and stuff. And Tacky and Julio and them, it was like a different level of that, and it kept moving up, you know. Names as opposed to just doing signatures. I think so. You could say it went from big signatures to just crazy looking fill-in signatures, you know, which probably were on train stations. Guys like Joe in 82 and these guys, Babyface, used to get big paintbrushes and paint their names like gigantic, maybe like 50 feet long or something, so that supposedly so airplanes could see them, you know, which is pretty wild, right? But I think the first pieces I ever saw that you could say was a piece was this guy CC10 and I think Barbara and Even, and they did these big, like crazy looking pieces on, I think it's 110th Street and when he stops, and then you could kind of speculate what happened from that, you know.